Thank you for coming back. We are going to have waves, the speed of sound waves. Alright, so we are going to study this and work out some of the concepts in it. Now as you study physics, just remember, you can improve gradually, continuously. So you improve bit by bit, one step at a time. And after today's lesson, I'm sure you would have improved some more. Alright? Once again, I would like to remind you, to do well in physics, to be able to understand physics much better, you will need to do output revision. It means that you are not just going to read your reference books over and over again. It doesn't help very much. What helps is answering questions, doing what I'm going to do with you now. At the end of this lesson, it is my hope that you will be able to solve calculation problems that involves sound waves. Let us look at the question now. Number 34. The diagram shows an ultrasonic waves transmitted from a boat to the seabed to determine the depth d of the sea. The speed of the ultrasonic waves in water is 1,500 meters per second. The echo of the waves is received 2 seconds after the transmission. The question is, what is the value of d? In other words, we have to calculate the depth d. Now this is very simple. But how is it that so many students make mistakes with a simple problem like this? Read the question again. Alright. I'm going to guide you step by step. The speed of the waves, 1,500 meters per second. I'm going to write this down. It's good to write down. Even though it is given in the question, we write it down. Alright. So, the speed, alright, I can call it V, of the waves equals to 1,500 meters per second. Sorry. Meter per second. Alright. Now, what about the second one? The echo of the waves is received 2 seconds after the transmission. Now, what does it mean? Look at the diagram. It means that we send the waves, ultrasonic waves. After that, it is reflected. Get it? From the point of sending to the point of receiving the signals of the waves. Alright? And that takes 2 seconds. I'm going to color it again. 2 seconds after the transmission, the echo of the waves is received. You get the point? So, in other words, I'm going to ask a question. The time 2 seconds, I will write down. The time is, I just put down t, 2 seconds. Alright, so I have 2 quantities here, 2 values. Now my question is this. When the time is 2 seconds, what is the value or what is the distance? Is it d or 2d? Look at the diagram again. From the boat to the seabed, that is d. And it comes back. So it's 2d. Alright? So the distance that we have is actually 2d. Because it says, the echo of the waves is received 2 seconds after transmission. Alright? So at the point of transmission is here. After transmission, it receives the signal. It is here. Alright? So it is 2d. Now after you have had these values, it becomes easy now. Alright? Let me collect these values. Because I'm bringing it to another page. Alright? Now we have these values. So where do we go from here now? This is V, T, alright, distance equals to 2D. So the simple calculation now is, we use distance divided by time because the speed is a constant speed, this gives us the speed. Alright? For constant value of speed, speed equals to distance divided by time. So now I want to calculate what is d, alright, the distance. So I write down distance will give me speed of the waves times time, alright, speed times time. I use bracket to denote multiplication. So what is the total distance traveled? 2d, alright, I write down 2d equals to speed. What is the speed? 1,500 meter per second times time. What is the time? 2 seconds. Alright. So once you work this out, and by the way, this is the time where you can take out your calculator, not from the start. You write it down first, step by step. The last step, then only you use the calculator. Alright, so from here I would have d equals to 1500 multiplied by 2. I will divide by 2. Alright, and the units is, up there is meter. Alright, so that is the distance. And the answer, the final answer is 1,500 meters. Now actually this question is an objective question. But I do not want to give you the answer A, B, C, D, E. Because I would like you to think of the problem and see how you can work it out step by step. Alright. In fact, whether a question is an objective multiple choice question or otherwise, this is the method to study. Where you go through step by step, write it down, and remember as you look at my answer, every step of the way, my units is completely written down. So it is very good. If you don't write down the units, you will not be able to get your full marks. Let me tidy this up a little bit, please. So the answer is 1,500 meters. Alright, that is the distance. We want to calculate d. Alright, so this again, we have fulfilled our learning outcome. Because by now, you would have learned, okay, you are able to solve numerical problems involving the speed, alright, of sound waves. Because when we talk about sound waves, there are many different aspects of the calculation. And this is one of the many aspects, alright. So once again, I would like to thank you for joining me in this session. And may God bless you. I'll see you again the next time round.